Hi there, I'm Danothir and today I'm going to play for the very first time in my life Old School Runescape. Keep watching if you want to find out if this game can be the right one for you. After creating my very pixelated character, you are introduced to this tutorial island where different NPCs will explain the different features that will help you survive in the world of Gielinor. It's the first time that an MMORPG introduces me to the gathering and crafting methods instead of diving straight into slaying specific enemies. I have to say though that the game's UI and text size is really tiny. Once I've learned how to gather and cook my own food, mine some copper and the basics of combat, I was ready to leave the island and reach the mainland. Honestly, my eyes really started to hurt because of these tiny fonts, so I've made a quick search on Google to find out a solution for this. That's where RuneLite comes in. It's a free open source client for Old School Runescape. This allowed me to make the UI way bigger and more clear. So thanks RuneLite. From here I had the complete freedom of choice. I could have decided to grind some goblins in order to increase my attack and strength, or start chopping woods and mining some more copper to become a master craftsman. I started making both of these things until I've looked on the world map and decided to reach, after being introduced to the city entrance from a very rude wizard.
Fast as fuck, boy. I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am.
One of the closest cities, Varrock. An NPC caught my eye just by looking at his outfit and name, Romeo. And guess what? He asked me to find Juliet and help him conquer her love once and for good. I've started looking for her, and this Mike Tyson wannabe started punching me for no reason. I have a massive sword and a big... I died. Yeah. For the very first time, I've met death. Explained me that when you die, a tombstone is left for 15 minutes to the place where you've fallen. Paying a small fee based on the value of the items that you had, you can retrieve your stuff and continue your journey. So I took the portal and ran straight to my tombstone, and this dude was still pissed at me. I've prepared myself with tons of burnt meat and cabbage and fought him again. This time I prevailed. But little did I know that he would respawn again after just a couple of seconds.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
After running across Old Varrock, I finally found Juliet, guarded by her cousin Philippa, and delivered Romeo's message. Things are looking up, or so it seems. She gave me a letter for Romeo, in which she basically tells him to never come back. Then Romeo points me to Father Lawrence, who could have an idea to let them be together. Lawrence advises to create a cadaver potion. This will make Juliet fake her death, bringing her to a crypt so Romeo can reach her and flee, in order to finally be together. This went from love story to spy thriller like real quick. Luckily, I've managed to avoid the kind wizards outside the city and gather a few of these cadaver berries. Once I've created this potion with the help of the apothecary, I've reached Juliet again and put the plan in motion, all with an incredible cutscene. With everything set, I've informed Romeo, but things took another crazy turn. After escorting him to the crypt, Romeo approaches Juliet, but the arrival of Philippa changes everything. He sees Philippa and suddenly Juliet is completely forgotten by Romeo, and he falls in love with her cousin. I guess loving Gielinor is just a bit different. It was a bittersweet ending, but we finished the quest. If all the quests in RuneScape are like this, well, I'm sold. Overall, Old School RuneScape lands a 7 out of 10. It's definitely a nostalgic game. It reminds me of the good old days of MMOs. The combat system is surprisingly engaging, yet really simple. The game can be a grind sometimes, and the graphics, well, they're definitely retro. But if you're looking for a classic MMO experience with a ton of depth, definitely give Old School RuneScape a try. So, this was my first time in all these years in Old School RuneScape. I think that if I had played this game when I was younger, I could enjoy it more and understand why people are so hooked. What makes you love this game? Just let me know if you want to keep playing it or make this kind of video for another MMO. See you soon.